This is going to be the first of a series of audio logs on my progress in studying Mongolian. Well, learning Mongolian, sorry. Well, I've already started learning Mongolian beforehand, but I kind of took a break and kind of forgot a good chunk of it. And anyways, I didn't know that much before I took the break, so yeah. So I already know quite a bit. So, for instance, I know that the past... Oh, no, it's not past tense. It says past tense in the book I'm using to learn Mongolian, but in the book I'm reading that's on Mongolian, it said it's the perfective, I think. But I've only really glanced at the... was it tense or either a tense or aspect thingy in the book? So yeah, well, I'm currently on like the modes and stuff. It's just like a bunch of imperatives, like oh boy, do it. Okay, now do it. But I'm being polite. Now you should really do that. Hey, you do that. Like it's a lot of imperatives. Like I'm just gonna say I'll take languages, but like that has certain connotations. Like I mean like languages that were once part of the Altaic Sprachbund, not Altaic languages, since the Altaic language family definitely doesn't exist. I'm not when I say okay, so just whenever I say Altaic, I mean languages that used to be within the Altaic Sprachbund, and not the supposed Altaic language family, since the Altaic language family, to most linguists' knowledge, does not exist. At least, okay, so I think there's a bit of legitimacy, kind of, to the Altaic language family, just as long as there's not Korean and Japanese in there. Like, minus Korean and Japanese, it has a bit more weight, but I still think it's pretty unbelievable. So anyways, I guess I should speak on what I learned, so... Can't really think of what to say. Not used to doing logs of learning a language, so first time doing this, well, doing logs of language. I've learned languages before, but they didn't really go anywhere. Like, for instance, learning Latin and Korean for a while. Dipped my foot in Japanese and kinda did Chinese for like 5 seconds, but like I don't have much experience with language. Well, I do have a few years of language learning experience, but not good language learning experience, so yeah. Eventually I'll get to that goal of knowing a language other than English. Well, I do kind of know a language right now, but it's a really simple language. Don't know everything. That language is a conlang called Tokipona. I can speak it pretty well. Mi can Tokipona. Yeah, I can speak it pretty well, but still need quite a bit of work with it, so that's the one time I actually like fully learned a language. And I think I actually learned Tokipona once, but then I forgot it, and now I'm learning it again. So yeah. I should get back to talking about Mongolian, or as they say, Mongolhul. Like, yeah, currently I don't know much. Like, I know a few scattered bits and pieces from reading my book on Mongolian and from reading my book about learning Mongolian. For instance, I know, like, the genitive and accusative and ablative case. The genitive and accusative, I think I learned of those from my book about Mongolian, but for my book on learning Mongolian, I think I learned about the ablative there. So like, just general open vowel. I forgot. Wait, what? Like, it's written as uppercase A, like two uppercase A's and then S. I don't know what you'd call that in like speech. Like I know how it's written since Mongol is like a language with like vowel harmony. Like there's like just like a class of vowel and it changes depending on what the vowels preceding it are. Man, I'm not good at talking about what I learned. Yeah. I guess I can talk about how kind of annoying it is. Like, they don't like write the uvular plosive. Well, actually, I don't think I'm not sure about the uvular plosive really. Like, it kind of shows up, but it kind of doesn't. Like, I've heard that it's like a thing before like back vowels. Not really sure about it really, because like I've heard that in like most dialects it doesn't exist, and like it only exists in the Khalkh dialect. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Trying to think of things to say because this isn't really interesting. Uh, I guess I can say that from my current knowledge, like the language. It's interesting, I guess. Can't really say anything. Oh yeah, I just remembered. I love how like the most basic imperative is like kind of similar to what we do in English, where you just have the root word, and then boom, that's the imperative. In fact, if you were to say eat, as in like the English, as if you're commanding someone to eat, in Mongol, you say eat. Like literally, you just say eat. I just found that so kind of funny for some reason that it's just exactly the same as it is in English. Kind of reminds me of like in like jirbal, I think it was. How like in jirbal, the word for dog is dog. Just a cool instance of words being exactly the same as they are in another language by pure coincidence. Or who knows? Maybe there's actually who knows? Maybe in Mongolian they borrowed eat. Who knows? I don't think so. It's likely not. That'd be kind of weird thing to borrow like a core word from like a random language in a random island. Yeah, that idea holds no weight. So yeah. Guess in summary, I like the way Mongolian sounds. Guess that's it. So first audio log done. Goodbye.